Well, tonight in the podcast, ladies and gentlemen, the past 16 years, it was pointed out on even CNN of all places that the Democrats have been controlling America for 12 of the 16 years. Well, I want you to hear, what this panelist on CNN had to say, and let's kind of get into it.
In all these speeches, as good as they were, is that she's in the White House right now. Democrats have controlled the White House for 12 of the last 16 years. And for all of the talk about division and the problems in the country and people are hurting, Democrats have mostly controlled this country. Trump had it for 4. The Obamas and Biden had it for the rest of the time. And somehow, it's still all Trump's fault, and somehow she hasn't been at the center of it. So to me, that's still the glaring hole in this campaign that hasn't yet been solved at the convention. How do you explain all of the problems that will be solved by the person who is currently in there for the last 3.5 years, who is supposed to already be working on solving it?
Yeah, that gentleman is 2,000% correct. All the issues that's going on in America right now was literally the Democrats have been running this country. For sure, we look at the current administration is a Democrat administration. If Democrat policies work so well, then we wouldn't have record inflation. We wouldn't have high gas prices. We wouldn't have high food costs. We wouldn't have car insurance going through the roof. I spoke to my car insurance people the other day, and I asked the lady, I said, listen, you work here. Could you explain to me why the insurance rate is just so high? She says, I don't even know why it's high. She said, I have no accidents, no tickets, and yet my rate just keep going up and up and up. And this is happening all over the place. So even people that work in the insurance industry really can't fully explain why everything is just going up. Because why should car insurance go up? Why? I mean, I can understand if you had a lot of accidents or whatever, then that's understandable. But if you had no accidents, usually, you know how it used to be, y'all, with insurance? The older you get, the cheaper your insurance is. It's when you're young, that's what's the rule forever in this country. When you're in your 20s, especially you're not married, especially you're a male, you have the highest insurance rate. Then after 25, it goes down for you. You get married, it goes down for you even more. And when you get maybe in your 40s, stuff like that, it really starts trending down. Like each year starts trending down as long as you don't have a bunch of accidents or whatever, right? But now it don't matter what age group you are. It don't matter if you're married or single. It don't matter. They're charging you the same. Like car insurance now is about the price of a lot of car notes. That's unheard of. I remember at one point in time, y'all, and I'm talking about for 2 vehicles, full coverage insurance, I was paying like $175 a month. Full coverage for 2 vehicles. Now, and this actually was a quote unquote good rate. I'm paying like $515. And that was actually a good rate compared to a while. I had to leave one company because they were just ridiculous on the price. And we had no accident, no anything. So all this stuff has been under Democrat rule, Democrat watch. So we supposed to trust Vice President Kamala Harris to fix an issue that her President Biden and herself was in. Then on top of that, she's going to make things worse. I mean, are you kidding me with this capital gains thing that y'all presenting? You want basically to go from 20% to 44.6%, taking half of people's money? Then if you leave your money sitting there and it makes money, she wants to tax you 25% on top of that. Like, you trying to let me tell you something. If them Democrats do that, I'm telling you right now, it's going to crash the stock market. Many people going to, before that go and enact it, because I would do the same thing. They're going to sell everything off that they got while it's still 20%. They're going to sell everything off before the 44% come in. It's going to be a massive sell-off. And not just here in America, but you got a lot of people in different countries have investments in America too, in our stock market. It's going to be a massive sell-off. And when you have a massive sell-off, it's going to crash the stock market. And you crash the stock market, you're going to crash the economy. But see, once again, it goes back to what I said previous live streams. I do not like to see politicians that don't have a business background in charge of the people's money, because they didn't know how to do nothing right with their own. That's number one. The other thing is she's going to incentivize more immigrants to come. Want to give $25,000 down payment assistance, which is going to jack up the home prices. Okay, creating more inflation. Then you got states like California and Oregon. Oregon is trying to give $30,000 down payment assistance to migrants, not American citizens, to migrants. These are all Democrats. California got a bill where they're trying to give zero down home loans to migrants, not American citizens. I mean, this party has shown to put Americans last and people who just came over here yesterday first. So why should we trust the Democrats to fix the economy? When you look at the situation, how it is, and they've been in control for the past at least 12 of the 16 years. And the time we had Trump, what do we have? We were making money, economic prosperity, things like that happening, lower gas prices. Now, another thing that she wants to present, she wants to take the corporate tax rate from 21% to 28%. Why is that a problem? A lot of businesses will just either pass that cost to the consumer, which is going to jack up prices once again, or some of them is going to get out of doing business like that with America and go to safer nations like China has a 19% corporate tax rate. Now at the 21%, which because during Obama it was 28%. When they lowered it down to 21%, it brought a lot of business back to America. It's kind of like what the EU have. Now you may say, well, you're not thinking about that, but I'm telling you, your country of America is ran on business. Business. If business is not doing good, then your job isn't secure. It is a trickle down effect. Your business is not secure, the business is not secure, your job's not secure. If the business is not making money, layoffs happen. Business is not making money, pay cuts happen through they just may have to cut your pay because they had to reduce payroll, or they have to reduce your hours, which is like cutting your pay. Same thing. Okay? So you need to be concerned about these moves that she wants to make, on top of dumping probably about another 15 million more migrants on top of you. Now, there's a lot of American citizens don't have homes, but yes, she wants 3 million homes, and she wants these 3 million homes, and guess who the majority of them homes gonna go to? Not you, not me, migrants. This lady is kind of telling y'all what she's trying to do. She won't put it on their website, though. She won't do that. But she's telling you in her speech what she's trying to do. And you have some silly people in our community. And they won't get it until she get in there and start doing that. Then they're going to be the main ones crying. They're going to be the main ones emailing me and emailing all the other brothers and sisters who are out here on these microphones. Well, I was just trying to, support a black woman and make history. But I'm looking at all y'all old videos and y'all was right the whole time. I got them same emails about Biden too, from black people. You understand? And we'll be getting them same emails if this lady gets in office. It ain't no way, no how that her economic plans would literally create more inflation, create layoffs, pay cuts. And then she's talking about she's going to control price gouging. You're going to create food shortages doing that. Think about it. Create food shortages. You think that's a joke? When you go to your favorite restaurant, oh, we out of this, we out of that. We can't serve this. Oh, we can't really get the food we need. So now you're shutting restaurants down because of food shortages. Oh, we closed today because we don't have enough food. But see, then y'all start complaining. When these people say this stuff to you, you think it's all fun and games and yeah, it sounds good. Yeah, until it get applied. Look at places like Venezuela. They did the exact same thing. And guess what? They had food shortages. Well, they rationing food to people. None of y'all have lived a life where you've been rationing food. So what I'm saying is, I don't trust them. I don't trust the economic plan. They believe in continuing wars. What, during Trump, we wasn't in no wars. Now look what's going on now. $75 billion have been sent to Ukraine alone. $75 billion. But when Black Americans talking about reparations, they not even playing with you with a study no more. We know we see the fraud of a study. But $75 billion could have been a good start on reparations, don't you think? Y'all really got to think about your choice in November. Because you think you got economic pain now. Oh, let her become President Harris. You will see. Oh, you will see. You will see. And I'm telling you, listen and just pay attention. Listen to the experts. There's a lot of financial experts. You want to listen to me, it's fine. Go listen to them on CNBC. That's what they do all day long. They financial experts over there, right? They are highly against everything this lady's trying to do. Because it doesn't make financial sense. They're not partisan over there like that. I mean, some of them may support certain candidates, but that's not what they do, is discuss candidates unless it affects the finances. No, what they talk about is how it's going to affect the stock market, how it's going to affect investments, how it's going to affect home prices, how it's going to affect interest rates. You need to watch CNBC sometime just to get to understand where we at economically. Then you'll understand why we are in the financial pain that we're in. If you're in financial pain today, do you want to reward the people that got you in financial pain? That doesn't make sense. All that partying and carrying on they was doing in Chicago this week. What are you celebrating? Because I don't see nothing to celebrate like that. The Democrats put on a party for 4 days, and I don't understand why. What were you celebrating in Chicago? I don't get it. But remember, the Democrats have been in control for the past definitely 12 years. So surely the country should be better off, right? Especially under Democrat control. Look at Obama, the housing crisis. What did he end up doing? You got to put down 3% on the FHA loan. Before, you could have put down 1%. Sometimes nothing down. He made people come out of their pocket more. Obama did that. He didn't help us like that. But think about it. Just think about it, because financial pain is coming. And it's a pain that none of y'all have not seen before. This country will go into not a recession. With her policies, this country is going to go into a depression. A depression like it was back in the 1930s. It's going to go into a depression. And then y'all going to cry. And you understand something, especially Black Americans. If you know the statement, if white people catching a cold, you get pneumonia. So if they got a financial cold, you know you got financial pneumonia. You better really think for what you go do in November. It's about your pocketbook at the end of the day. Not all that feel good stuff and color and all. No. It's the pocketbook.